Hello my dear viewers, today I have come here to present in front of you a matter which concerns most of us, students, teachers, seniors, juniors, everyone. It is the memory power. We would have come across hundreds of situations where we fail to answer quickly. Sometimes you would have heard or seen or read certain things somewhere, but at the nick of the time it would not come. Suppose you are preparing for an examination, you have learned a part of history. Name the Mughal emperor who fell off from the staircase and died. You would have read it in your textbooks. But when this particular question was asked, you are not able to pick. Who would not have gone through a situation of this kind? And in this video, I would like to let you know why we are able to recall a few things very fast, where we fail to recall something at all on occasions. So, I am going to start by asking you a few questions. Here comes the first question. How many times have we won the Cricket World Cup? I know that most of you would answer. This is based on the real time experiments that I had in my classes. Whenever I ask this question, students will immediately answer 2 times. Okay, good. I am proceeding to my next question. When did we win the Cricket World Cup for the first time? I used to get answer very quickly. It is 1983. Third question. Who was India's 1983 World Cup winning cricket captain? The answer would be spontaneous. Kapil Dev. The next question. Whom did we beat in the final? Sometimes a few people would fail to answer. That is my experience, but at least say 50% of the class would say it is the West Indies. Okay, I am moving on to my fifth question. Who was the captain of the opposite team that played in the finals? The difficulty level goes up. The spontaneity with which I would get the answer would also come down. Of course, the answer I know, it is Clive Lloyd. I am moving on to my next question. Who was the man of the series? I would not get answer to this question that frequently. To various classes I ask this question, very few people would answer. Then what is happening? When I ask this question, immediately people will start scanning, come on, where is it, where is it? But they would not get the answer. A very few people would answer me, it is Mohinder Amarnath. Who is the man of the finals? The next question. Again, it would be difficult for me to get the answer, but the answer is Mohinder Amarnath. Who was the highest wicket taker in the tournament? The class would be silent when I ask this question. The answer is Roger Binney, who got 18 wickets in the tournament to become the highest wicket taker. And the final question, on which day did we win the 1983 Cricket World Cup? Nobody would answer, there will be absolute silence in the class. The answer is June 25. I am going to make some conclusions from these questions. A few questions people answered very quickly, they had no doubts at all in their mind, the answer came out spontaneously, but certain questions they struggled, but after certain struggle they were able to answer, but certain questions they have not been able to answer at all. Then this is the question, when I ask this question, how did the mind function? To answer this question, I am going to give you a slide. Look at this slide. This is your total memory space. meaning whatever you have seen, whatever you have read, whatever you have heard, everything is stored here. Everything is stored here. Sometimes you would have read at some point of time that it was Roger Binney who was the highest wicket taker, but when I asked this question, you were not able to answer. So, whatever things you have received in your mind is kept here. And now look, there is a place called immediate memory. Immediate memory, a small place. Whatever things that are stored in the immediate memory, you will be able to recall very quickly. When did India win the Cricket World Cup for the first time? 1983. You were able to answer quickly. If so, it was stored in your immediate memory. Which was the day that India won the Cricket World Cup of 1983, you were not able to answer because that was not in your immediate memory. So, when that question is asked, immediately the scanning would start, and you are trying hard whether you would get the answer. At some point of time, if the scanning completes and if you are able to, yes, it is June 25, then what will happen? This particular information that is stored somewhere in the open memory, your full so-called hard disk, will be pulled back to the immediate memory. Then that will remain there for a few days or a few months. In between, if you are asked to answer this question, you would be able to answer spontaneously. This is how your mind functions. Listen, this immediate memory in itself is a huge storage space, though it is only 0.15 zeros and 1% of your total mind space. So, out of your total memory space, a small portion occupies the immediate memory, and that immediate memory space is 0.15 zeros and 1% of the total memory. Though it is that small, that is enough to hold millions and millions of information. Listen, this is how your computer is also designed. You know about your hard disk, where everything is kept, whatever that you store is kept in the hard disk, and there is a place called cache memory. Your immediate memory of your mind is equivalent to the cache memory of a computer. So, now I will come to the question, how can you improve your spontaneous memory or immediate memory? There is only way out: memorize as many things as possible. You should not doubt your memory, rather you should trust your memory. You have got an examination coming, you are reading the general awareness, then you have a doubt whether these things will remain in your mind and will become useful when the questions are asked. These are the general doubts of almost every student. Don't worry, read and assimilate information idea as many times as possible. Trust your memory, it will remain in your immediate memory, and as and when it is required, it will pop up. Listen, I say that it is on June 25, 1983 that India won the Cricket World Cup for the first time. June 25. Listen, this information will remain in your immediate memory for a few days or for a few months. If you revise this information frequently, it will remain in your mind so long as you wish. Otherwise, after some time, maybe a week hence, maybe a month hence, maybe a few months hence, you may forget. So, the only way to improve your memory is to tax your memory more and more. We know that bodybuilders build their body. They take dumbbells to improve their muscles and improve their shoulder muscles, then if you frequently use the dumbbells, your shoulder muscles will get pumped up, enhanced. Similarly, if you want to improve your brain muscles, you got to tax your brain more and more. That is the only way out. So, be willing to tax your brain by memorizing more and more. That is the way you can improve your memory power. If you like the video, please mark likes and share the video. Thank you very much. Meet you. Goodbye.